Yes, that's right, we are live. A little bit of a slip of the trigger finger there, but we're back for match day 3 in the old 2019 Gold Cup, and that involves nations from groups A and B, and that is, yeah, all the good stuff to be taking place. So let's jump in and waste no more time, because we've been live for a little bit and we want to get to the good stuff. So let's take a little look. Here comes the intro, I hope. That's right, boys and girls, back once again to predict the final games in Group A and Group B in the 2019 Gold Cup as we get to the nitty-gritty stages, boys, as we're trying to see who will go through to the quarterfinals. It's pretty much straight up shot. Top 2 teams will qualify. None of this best third place business out in the Americas. If you are watching on the Twitch sphere, hello. Just want to let you know, guys, if you are watching the re-upload, you can come live and join us and get involved in the predictions. It's all good bit of fun, and you can have an interactive say in the show. But if you are still watching on the YouTube, you can still get involved by putting your predictions in your chat section down below. Speaking of that, before we get into the good stuff, make sure you smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, and if you are here, or just head over to the old Twitch, smash the follow over there so you can catch the live shows in the future. So let's get cracking, boys and girls, and have a look at what we got for you. Match day 3 in groups A and B out in the Gold Cup. Confusing because we're doing live shows for the Africa Cup of Nations, the Copa America. I'm just flopping all over the place. But here we are. Just a quick recap of the nations that occupy Group A. I hope they are. Here we go. Mexico. They are the king supreme at the moment. Started as a 65 to win it. Now they've drifted to a 10 to 11. That's the odds at the moment. Canada on the flip side, they have. Their odds have shortened over the past few days. Started as 30 to 1 at the start of the tournament, shortened to 25 to 1, and they've also held firm 25 to 1 to win the whole thing. So, you know, once you get to the knockout phases, Canadians, I think you could cause a few problems. You could cause a few problems. I've not looked ahead past the group stages to see who would play who in the knockout phases. So that is something I'm going to be looking forward to once these games are done and dusted, heading into the final games in Group C and D. So we'll go into the next show for the Gold Cup, knowing what a victory for USA would be and who they would likely to play and all that kind of. Maybe I can figure that out now, but I don't know. Anyway, so that's Canada for you. Martinique, they're still hanging around. They are not eliminated just yet. Not the same can't be said for Cuba. But Martinique started 300 to 1. Then they went to 2,500 to 1. Now they're back down to 500 to 1 to win the tournament. And they put a few goals past these boys. Cuba, who now are eliminated. They can't win it, so don't waste your money. So let's take a look at the situation in Group A. There's the table down the bottom there, but don't look at it. Don't look at it just yet. Let's take a look at the results. First and foremost, in Group A, Canada. This was the first game. Took on Martinique. They ended up with a 4-0 victory for Canada, which was quite impressive. I called a 3-0 victory. In the second game, Mexico put down a real benchmark, 7-0 smashing of Cuba. I predicted a 3-1 victory. So let's go focus on match day 2 now and take a look at the games just gone. Now, these two games did take place on the 20th of June. Cuba took on Martinique. Now, if the Mexico game didn't give you a clear indication of how bad Cuba are, well, the Martinique game will probably do so. Martinique ended up with a 3-0 victory for Martinique. I actually went with just a squeaky bum 1-0 victory because, you know, my knowledge of Martinique and surprisingly my knowledge of Cuba is very little. So I didn't know what to expect. But Martinique, giving themselves a shot here heading into the final game. It's a long shot. I don't see them getting anything out of the Mexico game. But to be honest with you, it's as expected, to be honest with you. I think I did, in my early door predictions way back in like March, I predicted the whole group phases of this. And I think I might have underestimated Martinique. I think I had Cuba better. But right now, Cuba are a shambles. Anyway, so, yeah. So, the Martinique beat Cuba 3-0. I went with the 1-0. The other game, the big heavyweight crunch clash, was Mexico up against Canada. And that ended up as a 3-1 victory for Mexico. And I went with a 3-0 victory for Mexico. So, I got pretty close to the money. And so far, as you can see in Group A, I've got all the right results just the scoreline's a little bit off. And currently, the situation in Group A looks like this. Mexico are top of the pops with their superior goal difference. Just the 1 goal conceded, and that was by Canada. Canada sit in second place, level on points with Martinique. So anything stupid goes on in the game between Canada and Cuba, and then Martinique will be there. Maybe, depending on goal difference. Realistically, that's what's going to hurt Martinique in the end. Because, you know, yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see them getting anything from the game against Mexico. But we'll have a look in a minute. Yeah, we've already got a couple of comments in the chat section. They've already predicted, well, not the outcomes, but they can see the light, just like me. It looks like a Mexico-Canada straight shot to the final. Because if it was Canada-Martinique going into the last game, maybe there might be a little bit of nerves or something. But Mexico-Martinique, Mexico pretty much done and dusted. Canada should beat Cuba. But hey, football is a funny old game. Quick look at some of the predictions that were made on Twitch and also on YouTube. The Football Nerd. Yes, it's the Football Nerd came in with a 2-1 victory for Martinique over Cuba. And he also came in with a 2-0 victory for Mexico over Canada, so not too shabby indeed. Albert Robertson also got in there with some predictions. 2-0 victory for Martinique, 3-1 victory for Mexico. So was that spot on? No. Not bad though, not bad by Alex Robinson. Also on the chat, on the comment section, Pompey lad, who's been predicted a couple of games, he went with a 2-0 victory for Martinique over Cuba, and he went with a 5-0 victory for Mexico over Canada. You got a sneak peek of his shocking predictions for the next group, but we'll look at those in a minute. And then Flores came in with a 4-1 victory for Mexico, 2-1 victory for Martinique. So most people see the light, see, you know, how good Canada and Mexico are. But anyway, over here on the Twitchosphere, the Purple Hazer has been here ever present. He went with a 3-1 victory for Martinique over Cuba. So he got that one he nearly got that bang on the nose. And he went obviously 1-1 with Mexico. Not too great on that one, eh? Not too great on that one. He slipped up a little bit on that bad boy. Also, Dump who's also with us live here on the chat. He also went with a 2-0 victory for Martinique and a 3-1 victory for Canada. Did I get that one right? Did I get that one right, or was it the other way around? I can't, you know, because I'm looking at that, I'm thinking, did you really predict Canada? Or did I get them? Did I read the chat wrong? But anyway, so there are some of the predictions for those group games in Group A. I will take a look at Group B in a second. But anyway, let's kick it on further to the final games in Group A, and we'll see what the guys have on the chat, and also what you guys are over at home if you're watching on YouTube. Get your predictions in down the bottom. Canada will end their group campaign up against Cuba, and I hope he did. I hope he did. I might have been my typo. Okay, we'll give you that. We'll give you that. So we'll, you know, just ignore it. Maybe I can go back. Maybe I can go back, and we'll do something like this. Yeah, we'll go 3, 1. Live TV, boys. Live TV. Now, how do I get this off? Get out of it. Yeah. Anyhow, so let's get cracking. Back to the final games in Group A. Canada up against Cuba. What you got for me? So they have played each other impressively over the years 11 times. Cuba, this cannot be right. This cannot be right. But I've got 6 victories for Cuba, 2 victories for Canada, 3 draws between them. If any one of my lovely viewers on the Twitchosphere can get the Google up and check that out to confirm that, because I'm a little bit dubious. Maybe those numbers should be flip-flopped a little bit, because Cuba have been that shitty and unbelievably bad that I cannot see. But Canada have been bad in the past. That's the thing. Canada used to be really terrible. But yeah, that's the stats I have right now. Maybe one of the boys will be checking it out on Google for me to confirm that. But anyway, the bookmakers have Canada 66-1, 80-1. 66-1 on to beat Cuba. Cuba are 80-1. I think one of the boys also mentioned you can get odds even as high as 100-1 for Cuba to win it. The draw 16-1. We've got a couple of predictions on the old chat as well. Pepper Hazer going with a 3-1 victory for Canada. Double Ump's going with a 4-0 victory for Canada. Me, the bookmakers go for Canada. I'm going to go with a 4-0 victory for Canada. That's right. Me and Double Ump go see the goals in this one. We see some goals. Cuba, I just don't see it happening. Do not see it happening for them to get anything. Not even a little bit of a smile. Anyway, wrapping up Group A will be Martinique against Mexico. Now, this one, at the start of this, I thought it would have been a no-brainer. It could still be a no-brainer. And Mexico are done and dusted. 2 wins on the spin. They are pretty much there. I think it could still technically stumble. Or could they? Or could they? No, they couldn't. They're there. They're either group winners or runners-up. But anyway, so Martinique against Mexico. The two sides have played each other 3 times in all competitions. Mexico winning 2 of them. They've drawn 1 between them. So Mexico yet to taste defeat against Martinique. Now, the bookmakers have Mexico 50, 7 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses in favour of Canada. So that should be flip-flopped. So, thank you. I would try and amend it, but that's live TV, folks. So Mexico 50-1 on to beat Martinique. Martinique as long as 70-1 to win it. The draw 12-1. We have a couple of predictions live here on the chat. Double Ump's going with a 4-1 victory for Mexico. Purple Haze is going with a 3-0 victory for Mexico. So the bookmakers, red hot favourites, Mexico. I'm going to go with a 3-0 victory for Mexico. That's right, Purple Hazer. We're on the same wavelength. Bank once again. So, yeah, I've gone for Double Ump's prediction in the first game, and I've gone for Purple Hazers in the second. So, yes, maybe mine will come out on top, because then you guys will have one prediction correct, and I'll have one. I'll have 2. Yeah, that'd be nice. Anyway, folks, yeah, still time to get your predictions in if you are watching on the re-upload over on YouTube. Anyway, so let's move on to Group B, and a quick reminder of the nations in Group B. We have Bermuda. They can no longer win it, I believe. Started off as 1,001, went to 750, but now cannot win it. Joining them is Costa Rica. They started with 11-2, went to 7-1 odds, sticking at 7-1 right now. So they're in the mix. They could be one of the teams that go all out. And joining them is Haiti. Yep, they're my little dark horse right now. They've come out of nowhere. They started the same odds as Nicaragua. They've started 250-1, went to 100-1, now as short as 50-1. I think there could be a bit of a problem side for whoever they take on. So I think if they, according to how usually the knockout phases go, runner-up of Group B will take on the winner of Group A. Haiti right now would be taking on Mexico, so they got a difficult route to the final. And joining them is Nicaragua, also eliminated. They started as 250-1, stayed at 250-1, now eliminated. But they're still here, but they can't win it. They cannot qualify to the knockout phases. So these are the nations in Group B. So let's take a look at the situation in Group B. Now down here is the table. We'll look at that in a second. Group B opened up with Haiti up against Bermuda. Ended up as a 2-1 victory for Haiti. I called it as a 2-0 victory. Costa Rica, though, on the next day or a little bit later on, they put on a better impressive benchmark 4-0 victory against Nicaragua. I called it as a 3-2 victory. So didn't get the result wrong. I just didn't get the right amount of goals. Meanwhile, the next second round of matches was Nicaragua against Haiti. I went with a 2-0 victory for Haiti. And you know what? Got that one bang on the nose, boys. Got that one bang on the nose. And then moving on to Costa Rica against Bermuda. And that ended up as a 2-1 victory for Costa Rica. I actually went a little bit more on the goals with the 4-0 victory in the end. So look at this. Look at this. So far, I don't think Group C and Group B. I don't know what. I can't remember what I've done in Group C and D. Yeah. There's not a red blob in sight. Yeah. Anyway, so let's take a look at Group B, the table situation. Costa Rica and Haiti, they're there. They're both there, and they meet in this game anyway to see who comes out on top. Will any of the team in any of those two nations rest any players? Decide to just keep a few guys back? I don't know. I think Haiti need to win this one, and they could cause some problems and get themselves in the mix. A draw would see Costa Rica go through as group winners. Bermuda and Nicaragua, they're just going to have a free for all and just see who can get up and not be bottom of the group. So it's two different scenarios to end Group B, and let's take a look at some of the predictions for you. The football nerd came in with a 1-0 victory for Haiti over Nicaragua, so not too shabby. Also went with a 3-0 victory for Bermuda in the end. So again, not bad predictions by the football nerd. Joining them, Pompey Lad came in with a 2-0 victory for Haiti and a monstrous 8-0 victory for Costa Rica over Bermuda. Just a little bit off on the goals there, Pompey Lad, but you got the right result. Joining them was V Flores as well. Costa Rica 5-1 win over Bermuda, and then a 2-1 victory for Nicaragua. So again, everyone's picking the right results, just the goals are a little off. Also, Alex Robertson came in with a 3-1 victory for Haiti, a 2-0 victory for Costa Rica as well. So yeah, I think for the most part, we could all have even the guy down the road, he would have predicted Haiti to win and Costa Rica to win. I think these match day 3 is going to be a little bit different. I think we're going to have some more more complicated predictions. I don't think it's as easy as it is. Anyway, here on the Twitch, we had Haiti 3-0 victory over Nicaragua by Purple Hazer. He also went with a 6-0 victory for Costa Rica over Bermuda. And also, Double Ump, he's also with us here right now, live. 2-0 victory for Haiti. Costa Rica 4-0 victory over Bermuda. So, yep, get your predictions in live. Get your predictions on the old YouTube so you can be back again because the next time we take a look at these nations after this, we'll be in the quarterfinal stages. But we'll revisit these and see how you guys got on. So let's jump into it and take a look at the final games in Group B. I'll stick a dicky bow on this one, see who we think will go through to the quarterfinals. So Bermuda will open up against Nicaragua. This is a dead rubber. Nothing really on the line except for pride. But these two sides have played each other 4 times in all competitions. 2 wins for Bermuda, 2 wins for Nicaragua. They've yet to taste the draw. Do you know what? Could be a draw on this one, you know, just because. The bookmakers have it in favour of Nicaragua, 10-11, so just shy of evens. The draw is 2-1. The win for Bermuda is 16-5. What you got for me in the chat? We got Purple Hazers coming in with a 2-1 victory for Bermuda. Double Ump's going with a 1-1 draw. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. So yes, that's right. Ooh, nice predictions there in the chat. Again, still feel free to get involved in the old YouTube upload. Also, and wrapping up, this is the big one now. Winner takes all. Winner tops the group, and winner is most likely to take on Canada. I believe. I don't know how it all pans out, but I believe the winner of this game will take on Canada, depending on what goes on, obviously, in it depends on what goes on in Group A. But realistically, you think Mexico should come out top, Canada should come out second. But anyway, so Group B, the winner will be decided between Haiti and Costa Rica. Now, the two sides have played each other. It's not looking good for Haiti right now. 13 times, 8 wins for Costa Rica, 1 win for Haiti, 4 draws between them. And the bookmakers have Costa Rica red hot 4-1 on. And Haiti long shots 10-1. With a draw 4-1, so obviously red hot favours Costa Rica. What we got in the chat? We're going with a couple of controversial or opposite-ended predictions here. Okay, no, they've decided they've switched to Rooney. So two victories for Costa Rica. Purple Hazers going with a 2-0 victory for Costa Rica. Double Ump's going with a 1-0 victory for Costa Rica. So he's covered his back here now. If Haiti win 1-0, he says, you know what, I did predict, I did predict them. But anyway, it does favour Costa Rica. I've actually gone for Costa Rica. As much as I want to see Haiti go out and do something here, I think they will score a goal. I think Costa Rica will just edge them, maybe get a 2-0 lead, and Haiti will claw it back, just to make it a little bit nervy. But that will set up Costa Rica possibly against Canada in the second round, Haiti against Mexico, maybe, just maybe. We'll have to see what happens, obviously. I could be well off. Martinique may squeeze in there. Mexico might have a shocker. You know, you just don't know. Cuba might beat thing. It's all still very possible for the most part. Anyway, that, my friends, is going to wrap up Groups A and Group B in the 2019 Gold Cup. The next time you'll see those nations in one of these live streams or one of these videos will be in the knockout stages, and that'll be in a couple of days' time. I don't know when we're going to be doing it. It might be Tuesday, I think. I've got to look at the schedule and how it all pans out. But we'll be back for the quarterfinals for these bad boys. Also, is still to come in 2 days' time. I think Sunday we'll be looking at Group C and D. We'll try and wrap that baby up, and then we'll know we'll have a clearer indication as to who will be in the quarterfinals. Anyway, folks, just a quick again, sorry to bother guys here on the Twitch sphere, but if you want to check out what's going on the platform in the future and right here, right now, here is a quick indication. So I'm going to be doing live predictions, match day by match day, on YouTube for the Premier League and the Championship. That's new. Bundesliga, La Liga, and Serie A. Pre-recorded predictions will continue on YouTube like I did last season. Link for that bad boy is right there. If you want to become a Patreon, boys and girls, you can become Patreons. You just need to find it in amongst yourselves. You'll get access to a lot more stuff than this, but these are something new I'm going to throw into the mix. A couple of little more divisions there. 6, in fact, depending on what tier you go for. If you go all out, you'll get all access to those 6. It takes a bit of time. Basically, you're paying for me to record. It could, like right now, if someone wants the top tier, I'd have to record all that, and that would take me to record all those 6 videos. It'd take me 2 hours, I'd say. 2 hours of recording time for me. That's, realistically, That's 2 hours of my time. I could be working, could be mowing the lawn. But anyway, just saying, you can do that. And if you want to check that out, there's a link to that bad boy. But right here on Twitch, we've been doing it all week, doing it last week, whatever. We've been doing it for the middle of June into the month of July. We've been predicting the Gold Cup, the Copa America, and the African Cup of Nations. And we're going to be continuing that tomorrow with at least the Copa America Group C. I think it might only be the one tomorrow. It might only be the one. So, but anyway, if you want to check out that, twitch.tv/Roverseas, it is there for you folks. And that, my friends, is what I've got for you. Hopefully, you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you do, smash the subscribe. And also, if you've not followed me on Twitch, please go head over and smash the follow. I'm trying to get myself up to 50 followers to get myself to become affiliate. We're close. We are this close. So looking forward to doing that. Who can you? I think I'm on 49, so you could be the one. You could be the one that pushes me into 50, and then I can celebrate next time out. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Smash the thumb up, smash the subscribe. Anyway, I'm going to bounce, hopefully, and once again, thanks for stopping by. Do appreciate your views, your comments, your chat, and I love watching your predictions fly in. Anyway, till then, till you tomorrow, thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao for now. If you're looking for some more great Gold Cup content, why don't you join me for one of my live sessions over on Twitch? Details to that sucker in the old description down below.